Welcome back to Phinys Garage. I'm Gray, and today we're going to be continuing the teardown of the 96 Montero. Right now, this tub is empty, but by the end of this video, it should be pretty full. Most of the parts from this car are going to be really filthy. I mean, look at this. That's pretty gross. For the time being, I'm just going to put all the parts in here. A lot of the time, the reason why people are replacing these AC control module things is because these gears get worn out. And the reason why that's an issue is that whenever you're turning these dials, if you can hear, it clicks. And when these gears are all worn out, or if there's like stuff in them, then it's just gonna slide like this one over here. It still works, but it's not, you know, the best. So we wanna hear that clicking. This one's in perfect condition aside from, you know, this being... Yeah, I'll look at this and see if I can fix this, the reason why it's like that. This one actually doesn't have any gears. Maybe it's just supposed to be like that. I don't know. I'll check on the 99 Montero and see if it has the same problem. But I think this will be a nice addition to someone else's car if they need this. Into the bucket it goes. Let's see. I guess we could just put them like this. Or how about if we stack them up? Mostly every single door panel on this car has damage. Like the passenger one has this big old... Well, it's not big, but it's got a little puncture wound. And all the door panels have some sort of damage. I'll just take the door handles off, I'll take the chrome handles, and I'll take these switches out. Just some things that I could probably salvage from the door, because these door panels are probably going to get trashed. It's really unfortunate because they're really nice, but they do need to be recovered, and at that point, why don't you just get new door panels? Like, these are some top-notch quality. Look at this. This is steel. I think this is chromed, or maybe it's just polished steel, but that is some heavy-duty stuff. You won't see that in today's cars. So we got this one, and then we also have these leather handles. Very useful. I've noticed on some people's Monteros that I've seen for sale, like on Facebook Marketplace or on Craigslist, the sun damage, really it looks like dry skin on an elephant. And there's no way to fix that. You could rehydrate it, but it won't last. It'll only be temporarily. I'm going to take off this sun visor so that way we have both of them off the car. And then we'll have the sun interface when we're driving this thing, even though the engine's seized. The interior of this car is fabric, but the sun visors are leather. Like, that's so weird. Wouldn't you expect the sun visors from a fabric interior to be fabric? It's very strange. I wasn't planning on saving any of the reservoirs on this car, like this one or this one. This one's for the windshield wiper fluid. I don't really know what holds this on. It looks like it's just a Phillips tip, or it might be a 10, I think, or a 12. Ooh, that was hard on there. So I'm gonna put the 10 on first. That's what I thought it was. And I'm correct. It is in fact a 10. I've worked on both of these Monteros for long enough to know whenever I see a bolt, it's one of the select few. It's either a 10, a 12, a 13, a 15, or a 17. So if I undo this hose, is it going to go everywhere? So to answer my question, liquid will not come out whenever I pull this off because I can't pull it off. Okay, but we will see if liquid does come out. I think, oh, it is. Oh my gosh. Well, oh well. I think what this is it's actually a pump for the windshield wiper fluid. Because this is the hose for the reservoir that you put it in at. And then I think this is the little pump because it says 12 volts on there. So it may not even be windshield wiper fluid. Let's see. I'm going to smell it. It literally looks like straight water. It's water! It's clear. Okay, so we don't have to worry about it. Look at it. Just who puts water in their windshield wiper fluid reservoir? That's not going to do anything if you spray it on your windshield. This is going to smear the dirt everywhere. So we'll let that drain out. It's a whole lot of it. While we do that, I am going to disconnect the hose on this side because I want to save not only this reservoir, but also the spout that you put it in at. Now, the lid is already broken off of it. It's broken. But we can still save the little plastic piece. And I think this can be replaced because it is just a ring with a lid on it. I'm pretty sure you can get universal rubber hose, but just to be sure. Do we keep the clamp? Pretty sure you can buy a clamp somewhere like this, right? We'll save it just in case. It's just crimped on there. Alright. There we go. It's off. Okay. What's holding it? Oh, I just drenched my shoe. Got the tank out. And I'll leave the little motor on here, the little pump on here. Okay, it looks like there's 2 bolts here. Now, it looks like I'm going to have to take a wrench to this unless I take out this reservoir. But this has oil in it, I believe, so I'm not going to do that. She does it? What does it say? Coolant. Oh, it's coolant! Okay, well, wait. That's going to make a huge mess in the concrete, won't it? Well, we'll figure it out when we get there. It's pretty full. I think this is a 10 as well. I'm going to put the socket on. Let's see. Because then I can just get a 10 size wrench. And then we don't have to worry about making a giant mess. 2 bolts I'm referring to is there's one here and then one way down by the coolant. And I think that's the only thing that holds this filler spout to the car. So we're going to see 10. Let's see. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So lefty loosey is going to be this way. Hopefully. Yep. I've got some penetrating fluid. I'm going to put it on there. See if that'll get it off. There we go. Oh, I got it. Nope. Oh, yep. No. Okay. Well, we lost it. It doesn't want to bend. It's like trying to put the squares through the triangle whenever you're a kid. It just doesn't want to go. But it needs to go. It's like not only am I trying to make a curved section go through a straight part, I'm also trying to curve it upwards, which is already difficult in itself, and I'm just making it more difficult for myself. But it looks like we got it. And there we go. It's out of the car, and now it can join its brother, drying out. This might be a really obscure thing to take, but I kind of want this box here and this box. So these funnel air. It seems like this one funnels it to the radiator, even though the radiator's not in the car anymore, but still. And then this one funnels it to the engine. Do we think this is a 10 bolt as well? Guess we'll find out. Let's see. And it is. Let's see, righty tighty, lefty loosey. I would say a ratchet would probably be better in this situation, but I don't have a ratchet with me, and trying to find a size 10. It's always the one that I always lose in the toolbox. There's one thing off. There we go. Wow. I thought I almost broke that for a second, but nope. We're all good. Wow. That was so difficult to take out. You know, I think we're going to need another bucket because that headlight took up so much room, which means this headlight's also going to take up a lot of room. Yes, I am going to keep this even though it's cracked because I think on the 99 Montero what I might do is I might do LED headlights, but I want to keep the OEM look, so I'll need to keep this around. Windshield wipers are a very strange thing to keep, but I am keeping them because I don't know if you can buy these ones. I know you can get them for the Sport, but I don't know if you can get them for the Gen 2 or Gen 2.5, so they don't really fit in here. It's almost like I have to put them crossways. But that takes up so much space. They're just too long. Like, there's just a smidge too long. What are the odds of that? Okay, actually, that might actually work right there. Okay, boom! I am keeping the air box, which is going to take up a lot of room. And do you think the air filter is still good? Can I still use this? From this side, it looks terrible. From this side, it's like, yeah, I think you could do that. But then when you really start looking at it, you're like, oh, never mind. I had a handful of people send me messages on Instagram and leave comments on my videos saying that I should not leave this instrument panel in the car. They thought I was going to take it to the junkyard like that. I'm like, no, I'm definitely not, because you cannot buy these anymore. These are very cool. It's not the special one with like the little thing that tells you if you're on like level ground or not. That usually goes in the middle. It doesn't have that. It does work. I tested it. Everything works. I hooked the battery up to the car. Everything that is electronic works on it. The power sunroof does work, but the plastic rails are broken, so it doesn't actually open, but you can hear it moving and everything. All the lights work, turn signals, tail lights. A while back, I put a battery in this car, and I did test to make sure everything electronic did work in it, and it did. The only thing that didn't work was the radio, which was quite disappointing because it's a nice-ish aftermarket radio, and I was like, man, it doesn't work. I think I know why it doesn't work now. I just took it out, and do you see something wrong? Do you know why it doesn't turn on? It's not plugged in. That's why it wouldn't come on. It wasn't plugged in. So, how do I test this? I gotta test this to make sure it actually works. Because if it does, it'll be a cool radio. I'm not gonna put it in my Montero, mainly because I'm trying to keep the 99 as factory as possible. And lucky for me, it has the original radio from when it came out in 1999. So that's staying in the car. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Maybe someone might need it. But our bin over here is filling up. I guess this can just go right there. And the bucket is getting pretty full. I think I'm going to definitely have to buy a second bucket because there's no way we're going to fit everything in here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you want to see more videos on the teardown of the 1996 Mitsubishi Montero or the restoration of the 99 Montero, consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. But until next time, I will see you later. Have an amazing day.